everything turned on, I think.
Is everything on?
Yeah. So we got the... I'm going to have to operate the reverb today.
Oh yeah, the reverberation.
The reverberation.
Yeah. The reverberation device.
Even though this
it's the reverberation device.
Did you redo the reverb springs?
Yes, we did them. We had pulled new ones in.
The springs.
Yes, and you know we have actually a reverb channel that we dug underneath the studio.
Yep.
Yeah, it's 60 feet.
Now one microphone on the end of it, and
yeah,
then,
it's a microphone on the end of it.
and then we can move the microphone back and forth in the channel.
Manually.
Yeah.
Then we have a crank back in the.
That gives everybody something else to do.
Every time we open the fridge, it goes a foot.
We tried to train my dog to do it, but it wouldn't do it. We would just stay in there. And,
Do we have the drums on mic? Okay, and the overhead, and the bass.
Hot comb, 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 bring along a ding dong. Hot comb, 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 bring along a ding dong. Hot comb, 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 bring along a ding dong. Farewell, Uncle, we'll see you in the morning. Yes, sir. Yonder come the preacher and the children are crying. Yonder come the preacher and the children are crying. Yonder come the preacher and the children are crying. Chickens are holding and the toenails are flying. Yes, sir. Chickens are holding. Hot comb, 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 bring along a ding dong. Hot comb, 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 bring along a ding dong. Hot comb, 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 bring along a ding dong. Farewell, Uncle, we'll see you in the morning. Yes, sir. Old Aunt Peg wants to fill her up again. Old Aunt Peggy wants to fill her up again. Old Aunt Peggy wants to fill her up again. I ain't had a drink since I don't know when. Yes, sir. Hot cold, 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 bring along a Davy John. Hot cold, 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 bring along a Davy John. Hot cold, 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 bring along a Davy John. Farewell, Uncle, we'll see you in the morning. Yes, sir. Pick it Earl. All I need in this creation, all I need in this creation, all I need in this creation, a little fat woman and a big plantation. Yes, sir. Hot cold, 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 bring along a Davy John. Hot cold, 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 bring along a Davy John. Hot cold, 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 bring along a Davy John. Farewell, Uncle, we'll see you in the morning. Yes, sir.
All right.
Well, I never figured that one out. With the chickens are hollering,
The chickens are running.
the chickens are hollering, and the children are crying. The preacher, and
I think the chickens are running.
no, the chickens are holding up. They're hiding because they know the preacher's going to eat fried chicken. The gospel bird. What was the joke that Doc used to tell about? You know, the little boy comes out to the farmer out on the field and says, "Daddy, Daddy, the preacher's coming over." And Daddy said, "Which preacher?" I said, "I don't know." I said, "Well, if it's the Methodist preacher, you go get my liquor bottle and hide it. and if it's the Baptist preacher, you go sit on Mama's lap." Like, he had a couple of more.
Sit on Mom's lap. Now, wait a second.
You have that one? Oh yeah, that's. setting right here.
What setting?
What was that?
Evelina.
Evelina.
Evelina, that was a Josh Graves tune that we butchered.
Man, this is great.
Yeah,
I have
it's,
a bass and Jody here.
it's loud in here.
Christa.
It's loud in here.
Yeah.
Jody plays so loud.
Boom, boom.
A banjo is so quiet.
Yeah. And the guitar is barely audible.
Your guitar is the loudest guitar.
Sure.
Yes. Listen to this thing.
It's also out of tune. Is it- There's gonna be a party time, dancing with the girls, swinging with the boys, stomping through the noise, strumming and a picking and a singing everywhere. The Appalachian Barn Orchestra's gonna be there.
Kruger about his radio show.
Yeah. I think we're just about ready, Melissa. What do you think?
Are we ready? I think we should be. Are we ready? Yeah, I think so. As ready as could be.
Coming to you from beautiful Wilkes County in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains in North Carolina, we invite you to the musical world of the Kruger brothers. Sit back, relax, and welcome to the show with your hosts, the Kruger brothers.
All right, here we are.
Yes.
Saturday night. Fantastic. Glad you tuned back in. We're just here in the kitchen having fun.
Yes, Jody's here again and Christa.
Yes.
This is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
I know, this is really a step back into our old time. When did we start playing like that? In 87 ends, right?
87, I think it was. Yes, it was. I think in 87.
But
We
Chris-
came over.
Christa played in the bluegrass band back then, right?
Yeah, Christa played in the band, the Bluegrass Friends, they were called.
Ah, yes, bluegrass
And
friends.
it was Bobby Lauer playing banjo.
Charlie Coolin.
Yeah. Lawrence Garber. And mandolin player was Tony Gorty. Tony Gorty, yes, I remember that.
Well, we got a program of some, like yesterday, old-fashioned folk songs that we play like that. What do we have on here? Melissa printed it out, The Cabin in the Hills of Caroline. Let's
We
see.
have played the song. Actually, I think this is the song we played most of all the songs we ever played on the show. Don't you think?
I think so.
I hope you don't mind,
Well,
us doing
this is a song about home.
Yeah. You ready?
Wait. I have to turn on the reverb.
All right, sounds more professional.
Professional.
All right, one.
There's a cabin in the pines in the hills of Carolina, and a blue-eyed girl is waiting there for me. I'll be going back someday, and from her I'll never stray. And my cabin in the hills of Carolina. Oh, my cabin in the shadow of the pine, and a blue-eyed girl way down in Carolina. Someday she'll be my wife and live a happy life in my cabin in the hills of Carolina. Oh, I'm packing my grip for that long, long trip back to the hills of Carolina. I wanna see that blue-eyed girl, she's the sweetest in the world. And my cabin in the hills of Carolina. Oh, my cabin in the shadow of the pines, and a blue-eyed girl way down in Carolina. Someday she'll be my wife and live a happy life in my cabin in the hills of Carolina. Now when it's late at night and the moon is shining bright and the whippoorwill is calling from the hill, I will tell her of my love greater than the stars above. And I love her now and I know I always will. Cabin in the shadow of the pine, and a blue-eyed girl way down in Carolina. Someday she'll be my wife and live a happy life in my cabin in the hills of Carolina. Play another audience. Oh, my cabin in the shadow of the pine, and a blue-eyed girl way down in Carolina. Someday she'll be my wife and live a happy life in my cabin in the hills of Carolina. In my cabin in the hills of Carolina. See if I can find it.
Got it. There it is. You got it?
Yep, I think so.
Okay,
Yep.
okay, it's fine. Well, that was
I can hardly see anything without my glasses, you know, so. Cabin in the hills of Carolina. I sometimes tell my students, be careful about the songs that you sing because they might come true.
Yeah, that might come true.
This is one of the first tunes that we learned back then when you started playing the 5-string banjo. I remember.
That was 1975 or 76.
Oh, even earlier than that, yeah.
You know.
Yes, the Flat and Scrub's golden hits.
I know it was a white. It was their white album.
The white, yeah. But it had a hole in it. Oh man.
Let's do another one. Let's do "Sitting on Top of the World," buddy. That's on the list here, so you have to. Play.
I want to dedicate this to Bobbish.
Oh, Bob Kogut.
Bob Kogut, you know.
Our good friend Bob Kogut. I miss him so much.
Yeah, and especially now that we have our cooking shows, I think, you know, now we should do pierogis with him or something like that, or yes, we should cook something with him. We should have him over for a cooking show. That'd be a lot of fun. Make some potato pancakes. But this is setting on top.
Yeah,
set
because
10.
you know when we play contra dances with Bob. He has a
folder.
and all the sets have numbers like set 1, 2, 3. And then he goes, set 10. And then he always set 10 on top of the world. And that's... you want to kick this off?
It was in the spring, one sunny day, my good gal left me, Lord, she went away. Now she's gone, I don't worry, I'm sitting on top of the world. Don't you come here running, reach out your hand, got me a woman just like you got a man. I'm sitting on top of the world. She called me for milk pie soul. She tried, oh, you boy, I need you so. But now she's gone, I don't worry, I'm sitting on top of the world. Don't like them peaches, don't you shake that tree. Get out of my orchard and let them peaches be. Now she's gone, I don't worry, I'm sitting on top of the world. It was in the spring, one sunny day, my good gal left me, Lord, she went away. Now she's gone, I don't worry, I'm sitting on top of the world. And now she's gone, I don't worry, I'm sitting on top of the world.
We did plan that in E, right?
Yes.
We did,
Yeah.
E is a weird key.
Does it say E there?
Yeah, it's just sitting on top of the worldie.
Say it, the worldie. Sit on top of the worldie.
Sit 10, worldie.
I learned the words actually out of a book that the bluegrass songbook that Pete Wernick wrote that he published. You remember that?
Oh, with Jim and Jesse.
Yeah, that was like my Bible for the longest time.
The red
and,
one.
And then when we met, and we did a workshop with Pete over in Colorado. He gave me one of those books and he signed it for me. It's
Yeah.
I never thought I'd ever meet these people. You know?
I hope he's doing well.
Oh, yes, him and Joan.
Yeah.
Missed them too. Miss
We
Colorado.
once visited them, and we played out in Rocky Grass. We played, and then he invited us over to the house. And he had a mosquito trap because they had so many mosquitoes. You wouldn't believe how many mosquitoes they had. You know, they had a little motor in there, and it would generate, you know, some poison. I don't know, some. And he had a whole bag. It's like, you know, it's like 30 gallons of mosquitoes. Seriously. And you had to run from the car to the house. And that's was just that season in Colorado where they have so many mosquitoes. And he lives right by a little river. Very idyllic place. And it was so much fun. We had a lot of fun.
And all the old recordings that he had.
Yeah,
He recorded a couple of old Bill Monroe's records for me. I remember that. Well, we'll do another song.
Yes, why not? I think while we're here.
Yeah. But this one I want to send up to Canada.
Yeah.
Because I learned this song from Dennis Larrabee.
Oh, yeah. Is he watching? Do you think he's watching our show sometimes?
Sometimes I think he does, yes.
Yes.
You know, they have internets up there.
They do have the
Yeah.
internets.
Yeah, internets.
Internets. All right, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it, yeah. 1, 2, 3.
I used to sing that a lot.
Still do. I still love the tune. So it's a good thing to play.
There's a live version on YouTube, and with Doc Watson playing it with T. Michael Coleman and of course Merle, and what's his name? You know, from SC Systems. Cliff.
Yeah.
And Cliff, he plays guitar with it. He was on that tour.
Yes.
And he sits on the side. Yeah, he's a great guitar player.
Oh yeah.
Cliff was fantastic guitar player.
I mean, they were all fantastic musicians.
Yeah, and there's a great, and he plays it really fast, you know.
Yeah.
He really goes, and you see T. Michael Coleman. But this outfit here with Jody and Christa, it sounds almost like a Nashville setup, you know, like nitty gritty dirt band with Roy Husky, and you know, it's like boom chicka boom chicka boom chicka boom. It's very easy to play to.
Freight train.
Yeah. Now we got a song that Robert Shepard really loved.
Which one is it?
Hang Me, Oh Hang Me.
Oh yeah.
Right? It's amazing, Jody, always to play with you because you have this mountain timing just in your blood. It's just and you click with Christa. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It is.
Check it out, great.
It was great yesterday. It's just the
1, 2.
what?
It starts in C. I
In
think.
G, it starts in C.
Right. You got the reverb?
Yeah, I think
you
I
want
got
me to
that.
give me that?
I can. So now I got it.
You ready? Okay. 1, 2.
On the Blue Ridge Mountains, it's where I'll take my stand. On the Blue Ridge Mountains, that's where I'll take my stand. I got a pistol in my pocket and a rifle in my hand. I've been all around this world. Hang me, oh hang me, I'll be dead and gone. Hang me, oh hang me, and I'll be dead and gone. It's not the hanging that I mind, lay in jail so long. I've been all around this world. Lulu, sweet Lulu, come open up that door. Lulu, oh Lulu, open up that door. Before I have to open it up, my old 44, I've been all around this world. Hang me, oh hang me, I'll be dead and gone. Hang me, oh hang me, and I'll be dead and gone. It's not the hanging that I mind, laying in jail so long. I've been all around this world. Mama and Papa and little sister make three. Mama and Papa and little sister make three. They will come see me hanging from the gallows tree. I've been all around this world. Hang me, oh hang me, I'll be dead and gone. Hang me, oh hang me, and I'll be dead and gone. It's not the hanging that I mind, laying in jail so long. I've been all around this world. It's not the hanging that I mind, laying in jail so long. I've been all around this world. I've been all around this world.
Yeah, we tagged it, didn't we?
I don't remember.
I remember now. Too late, but it's
It's
okay.
all right.
It's okay.
Yeah,
It's,
we stopped.
it's nice. We stopped at one point.
It was a phased approach.
You have a beard underneath that mask.
Dirty not a beard. I was looking back at the video last weekend from when we played in May. Our hair was so long. I had a beard when we were at the 1915.
Yes,
That's
right.
when we couldn't get haircuts, remember?
Well, but it's time
Well,
for
you
me.
had a Flowbee.
For me, it's time for the Flowbee again. My hair is. I feel like a monkey, really. King,
Okay.
King Kong. You know? The next one on the list is I'm just here to get my baby out of jail. And I remember when first read that title I knew that there's a lot of jails in America and that there's a lot of people in prison, but babies? Really, what can they do wrong? Babies don't do anything wrong.
I hear Melissa laughing. This is like a muffler.
I'm just here to get my
But that was Lee Taylor. You remember Lee Taylor really loved that song. I don't know why. You know, the sweet little old lady, Lee, you remember?
Yeah,
Tut's
of
wife,
course,
and
yeah.
who made the best fried chicken. She taught me the recipe too. And
Do you remember when we went in Maryville first time and we went to their home and David was coming?
Mm-hmm.
David was over there and Tut. And we were sitting there and David and Tut Taylor always had a banjo from somewhere. And I was always, play me Cumberland Gap. Can you play it faster? Play the fastest Cumberland Gap that you can possibly play it. And he always said, play, and again and again and again and again. And he would take his video camera and he would film me out in the back. And we would sit in this big armchair that was out in the back. Anyway, Lee would fry chicken.
yeah.
Unbelievable amounts of chicken.
Yes.
I mean, piles of chicken.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And there were never any leftovers.
Oh, it was so
crazy.
good. It was the first time really I had this fried chicken.
But that armchair was something else because I remember when I was smoking still back at the time and they had this tornado coming through. While I was out there in the middle of the night, sitting out in the...
Didn't you lock yourself out?
And I locked myself out.
Yes.
And
There was a tornado, that destroyed lots of Maryville
Yeah.
at the time.
yeah, it went by maybe an hour, a mile or two from the house. And while I was out there, it just hit it. And I was sitting on this huge old lazy boy, and it was really a ratty old lazy boy. Yeah. And I tried to get back in the house, and nobody could hear me because it was thundering and storming
everything
so
was
hard.
flapping.
And I was out there naked, kind of thing. It's just it didn't. I just went out for
This
underwear. I'm sitting outside there. And it was kind of creepy,
But Todd had a way of waking us up every morning differently, because we played Dollywood at the time, weeks in a row. And so he would come in the morning and he would play banjo or he would play... He had a little plicket or something, with a pickup, a little thing. And
a pig nose amplifier.
And a pig nose amplifier tied to his belt, full distortion open, and he would come in, rise and shine, would sing all kinds of stuff. And that's how he would wake us. And no matter when I would set my alarm, he would always beat me to it.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
I'm just
sorry.
here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Talking too much. Okay. One.
Baby out of jail. I'm not in here town to stay. Said lady holding gray. I will let you, baby boy, come to your side. And when those gates swung open wide, and she held her baby tight in the arms of her dear boy, there she died. But smiling in the arms of her baby boy, she died. But smiling in the arms of her baby boy, she died.
I remember that we used to play with a drummer. His name was Beat Aschwanden. But he didn't have a driver's license, so we always had to go get him.
But he was worth it.
He was worth it.
Definitely.
He was a great drummer, and his daddy was a jazz piano player, so he grew up, playing brushes. Since child, he had to go with his daddy and
Playing the bars and the
playing
restaurants.
the bars and restaurants, and he was really good. He still is. He's not overly sophisticated in any way, but he's like you, just very steady, very beautiful sound. You can just click, boom, chicka, boom, and you just don't have to do anything. Just, maybe you play, maybe you don't, but the sound is already there. That was pretty rough. That was do we have enough time to do more?
Yeah, we have a little bit more time. We have a song on the program that
I want to. Sorry, I need to say something. We had this, this little scare, where we couldn't do the shows on the weekend because it was such short notice, and we were not sure if we would have COVID invited, if we would not have, if we would have done the show, and so we were just, But thank you so much for helping us, and some of you still, donated and gave us a little bit something.
encouragement.
Encouragement, and, so lots of good messages and some donations. So that helped us a great deal, because we lost that weekend, But now we're back, and we're just going to continue, doing our thing. Thank you so much for helping us, because this is for us a new way of life. We're starting to get used to it. It's been 9 months.
8 months, 9 months.
9 months almost, we've been doing this.
Almost
well,
10.
I just want to thank you for helping us.
Yes.
I really want to take that time, because it's not easy to go to that tip jar, every time and give us something, but we're still dependent on it, But one day we're going to go out again and play concerts.
That's going to be crazy.
It's going to be crazy, to see you all again. That's just going to be amazing. Anyway, we have a song.
Yes, I'm worried now.
I'm worried now.
And that was like the only riff I ever asked Doc Watson if I got it right. And I remember when we shared the dressing room at Merlefest with him at the Walker Center, and I played, Doc, do I have this right? Because and I played it for him, and he said, "Hey, you just about got it right." That taught me a lesson. I never asked Doc about these things, because just to be with him was such an honor. You want to do it?
Yeah.
That's one that we used to do in the part orchestra. 1, 2. I waked up this morning feeling so blue. Had an awful dream, babe, all about you. I'm worried now. I'm worried now. 'Cause I didn't want that dream to come true. Now that old dream was awful, so awful to me. I dreamed that I saw you sitting on the swing, and I'm worried now. I'm worried now. 'Cause I didn't want that dream to come true. Man, that brings back memories again.
Lots, yes. Also, lots of memories of Kurt Stadlin.
Yep. He was
Kurt was a great guy. Great man. He was an inventor. And he looked a little bit like Don Quixote for me, first time I saw him in Basel. We opened for Nitty Gritty Dirt Band in Basel, and he came walking in like Don Quixote. Had something a little bit of like a stork. He came in. And
he looked like an undertaker.
Yes, and he had a suit on. It was like, what kind of man is that? And sometimes, you see people and you're going to have something to do with them. It's an interesting fact. You see people and you somehow know
they're going to be in your life.
They're going to be something in your life. And Kurt was remarkable because sometimes people ask us, how did you come to America? How did this happen? And actually Kurt was very instrumental in that, because he took some of our music and tape and brought it to Brenda and Robert Shepard. They became friends, they worked for Merlefest and gave the tapes to Beat Towns. And of course, Beat Towns was the organizer of Merlefest for all these years. And he was then asking Ron Block, and we opened for Alison Krauss. So he asked Ron Block, do you know of the Kruger brothers? And then Ron said, yeah, book them, they're good. Or something like that.
What was really funny was that Kurt, the tape that he sent only had like, I don't know, even had one singing song on
none.
it. They were all
no
instrumental. So when I came here and I started singing, oh, you sing?
Yes.
It's crazy.
Kurt gave a tape of only instrumental. But anyway, it helped us. Kurt was a great character, and he also played guitar. He was a student of Uwe and mine. Yeah. And he sang this song. But anyway, so here's a little instrumental.
You wrote that?
Well, yeah, wrote. I wrote.
But that's the one with the yodel in it.
Huh?
That's the one that Kurt always said you had a yodel in it, right?
No, that's Mountain Bear here.
Yeah. Mountain Bear is which one?
No, it's not.
I get him. Okay.
Yeah, that one. Okay, it's just a little ditty. Okay.
Yeah.
You got it on? No, it's not. Now you got it off. It's on. All right, here, Mountain Bear.
Mountain Bear. Ooh, that was fast.
That was
wonderful.
That was in a hurry, but it sounded good.
Yeah.
I think sounded okay.
I hope so.
Well, you sounded great.
No. This is a little.
You always do.
I should have left my mediums.
The rhythm section sounded actually the best.
Yes.
That was.
We get a blue ribbon for that.
Better
Better fast than slow, right? Better fast than slow.
Thank you, our friends out there. This it's just it's an honor to play for you, and to have this production. And Melissa's helping, of course. Christa on bass for this weekend. That was a big joy.
Yes.
Played really well. And Jody on drums. They sound really good together.
I hope we could do this again sometime, Jens.
Yeah.
This is a lot of fun. You know, Thank you for doing this.
Yes,
both of you.
Thank you.
We got one more tune on the program,
Uh-huh.
and it's really one of those
Do we have
sentimental
time for
songs.
it?
Yeah, we have good time for
Okay,
it. Yeah,
good. It's no problem. Yeah.
Yes. It's called "What Does the Deep Sea Say?" And it's a song that should be sung by a girl, but I always loved the way Doc sang this. It was just
Did we record that on the Doc album?
could be, yes. Mm-hmm.
I think with Josh Day played drums on that one. We're gonna have some nice recordings with you at one point. In the studio here. You brought your big bass drum.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear that thing. Really.
I can't wait to play it.
And what does the Deep Sea say?
What Does the Deep Sea Say? Is such a. I think it was written during World War One, back then when there was a lot of ships going down in the Atlantic.
Right, yes.
And since our grandparents on my father's side and on my mother's side, both my mother's side, our mother's side, they came from the Baltic Sea, and my grandparents from the father's side, they were like 30 miles from the English Channel and from the North Sea. So we had a lot of our relatives up there that were lost at sea over the years. Back they told us how they were just gone. Our grandfather was a carpenter, and only the oldest son could take over the carpentry shop, and that went on since the Middle Ages. And what was there left for all the other sons that learned how to be a carpenter? They either went to the mines and worked as carpenters there, or they went on ships and became carpenters on ships. And so these songs have a special meaning to us sometimes, especially for me to sing this. It's a beautiful song. So thank you so much for letting me do this.
Yeah, thank you all. We appreciate you so much for tuning in to our little show here out of the kitchen.
Appalachian Barn Orchestra.
Yeah.
I stand on the beach alone, and I gaze at the misty blue. See as you hold him to your breast, does he mention my name to you? Where is my sailor boy? Where is my sailor boy? He sleeps at the bottom of the deep blue sea, and he can't come back to me. What does the deep sea say? What does the deep sea say? It moans, it groans, it splashes and it foams as it rolls along its weary way. Oh, tell me, you deep blue sea, is he sleeping peacefully? The winds from the north are blowing icy cold. Can you keep him warm for me? And if only my weary soul some token of love could find, and if only the waves would show me where he sleeps, I would leave this world What does the deep sea say? What does the deep sea say? It moans, it groans, it splashes and it foams as it rolls along its weary way. A beautiful rose one day, I placed it on the crest of a wave. Oh, sea, won't you take it, let it settle down upon his watery grave. The driftwood I watched in vain, my rose never came back again. See, won't you take another message to my love? Tell him we will meet again. What does the deep sea say? What does the deep sea say? It moans, it groans, it splashes and it foams as it rolls along its weary way. It moans, it groans, it splashes and it foams as it rolls along its weary way.
Thank you all so much. Thank you.
We see you tomorrow in our cooking show.
Yeah, our cooking show. Take care. Bye-bye. We love you. Bye.
Broadcasting from Double Time Recording Studio in Wilkes County, North Carolina, thank you for watching and all your continued support. Please make sure and comment on how much you enjoyed the show and share it with your friends. Join us next time for another edition of The Musical World of the Kruger Brothers.